Okay. Like this. Hey Panda, hey Wiggly, hey Kate, hey Myongluk. I always have problems with this name. Arthur Pome, hey hey. Okay, so why is this like this? Man, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that. Good. So what we're gonna do today? Hey Carly. So what we're gonna do today is, first of all, we're gonna talk about the beginning of the season. Okay. What happened? I tested some stuff out for you guys, so we're gonna go through with that. And after we talk about that, we're just gonna do a chill stream about some games. We're gonna look at how you guys are doing, you know, and hopefully by the end, in like 2 hours, I'm gonna release at the end of the stream or in the middle of the stream, I'm gonna release basically the intro for our beginner and pro series. So Scott is just finishing it up, and when he finishes it, I'm gonna release the link here. We're gonna upload it, and you guys are gonna see. But the first episode is gonna come out on Friday. It's gonna be awesome. But I really hate how I have right now my setup, because I don't see it very good. Whatever. A lot of my friends are tilted off season debut. They all complain of their teammates. Aha. Even my challenger friend tell me how he's only playing with low master players and we don't win a lot of LP. Arthur Pome. What did I say? What did I say? I'm so smart. So smart. It's not me, you know, it's my gel for my hair, you know? Okay. Let's go. We're gonna go through what happened at the beginning. Let's go. Pick and ban coaching on stream. Okay. Why is the music so loud? What hair gel? Head and shoulders. No, what? No. What was the? You know, we have Slovenian commercials. We said it's not me, it's my shawarma. What was that? I forgot. Was it Head and Shoulders? I forgot. Like Carly and Wiggly are probably gonna know the commercial. I need to just fix my camera. Why is it? Okay. Okay. Good. So. Okay. So, get ready for how the season started. Okay. So, I told you guys, right? So the first problem we have at the start of the season are LP gains. Second problem we have at the beginning of the season, we have teams not being equal. Third problem we have, this is gonna be first, second. Third problem we're gonna have is that players are coming off pre-season, so a lot of bad habits, or they just came back, just came from 2-month break. Okay, so let's tackle this 3 seasons first. Schwarzkopf, yeah, Schwarzkopf, exactly, Cryptic. Schwarzkopf. It's not me, it's my hair gel. Exactly, Cryptic. Okay, Hey, slowly. Kilia Britannia. Go and steal Spellbook Ramos and get Gale Force, you win 90% of games. Okay. Good. So, let's go into it. And then we're gonna talk about unexpected things that happened. Unexpected. That I didn't expect, right? Okay. So let's go through these points first. And by the way, throughout all this time, if you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat and I'm gonna get to it. Okay? Good. So, let's get into it. So the first thing is LP gains, right? So I talked to a challenger player, okay? And do you advise playing ranked in these conditions? No, I did a stream a few days ago and I said that people should wait the first 2 weeks so these things are sorted out before starting. I said they should wait 2 weeks, you know, so these things are sorted out. I mean, they're not gonna be ever completely sorted out, but yeah. Should I dodge more often even if I'm placements? You should dodge. Like if your goal is to get the highest rank possible, then dodging games that are very hard to play is good to dodge. If your goal is to improve, then dodging shouldn't matter. Okay? If your main goal is to improve. Okay, so let's go over this. So the first thing is LP gains, right? LP gains. Okay, so I talked to a top 10 challenger player, right? It was the top 20, something like that. And basically, we both agreed that at the beginning of the season, challengers have huge LP gains. Okay, if you're like at the top ladder, because what Riot wants is to get those top players back to the rank they were as fast as possible, so that the MMR throughout all the elos gets sorted out. Okay, so that's why challengers at the beginning of the season actually have huge incentive to play, because they're gonna climb faster. Okay, because there's nobody above them, so they're like racing up there, right? So that's what challengers do. Okay, so challengers have actually huge LP gains, you know. But lower elo players, and I tested this out, lower elo players actually gain less MMR. Okay. Yes, you can start master. No, you can't start master. I think you can start diamond 1. You can't start master. This is Kilia, this is something I'm gonna say, unexpected things, okay? This is gonna be the unexpected things. So challengers have huge LP gains, low elo players don't, okay? They don't have inflated MMR, inflated LP gains. No. It's not 20 games. I mean, if you win 10 in a row, you get to about plat 156, diamond 4, 10. After 4 games, you're diamond 3. After 3 games, after your diamond 2. After 3 games, after your diamond. Yeah, you can get to diamond 1. If you win 10 games in a row, you get to like diamond 1. You know, I like the player I talked about. He got plat 1 6 for first win. He got plat 1 63 or something LP. So after 10 games, if he went 10 in a row, he would be about diamond 1. You know, but you can't go straight to master. Yeah, you can't go straight to master. As far as I know. Yeah. You're already too late for that. People are already up there, you know. Okay, so basically it's like this. Challengers have huge LP gains, okay, while lower elo players don't. So the reason why they don't is because of the difference in MMR. So what happens is that basically when Riot did the soft reset, they lowered everybody's MMR. So let's say Nemesis, because Nemesis was rank 1, right? I don't know if he was at the end of the season, you know, preseason, but he was, let's say, rank 1. Let's say he had 3000 MMR, just a arbitrary number, right? And then what happens is, let's say his MMR lowered to, now his MMR is 2000, right? Okay. Caps proved that he's better than Nemesis many times, you know? But if you like him more, that's, of course, everybody can say, you know, can like whoever they want, you know? So, so Nemesis, let's say 3000, and then now he's 2000 MMR, right? So which means that the difference between you, so let's say you have, you know, 1400 after the reset, right? This is yours. So the difference is 600, right? So which means that your MMR between the top is lower, which means that the system, right, in terms of gains, has, you know, like, it's gonna slower go up than it is during the season when someone is 3000 MMR, you know? So basically because of this, this is why lower elo players actually gain less LP, you know, or start at lower ranks than Challenger would, you know? So Challenger would gain way higher, like way faster LP and MMR. And another thing that Challengers kind of like, I would say, you know, is, so for Challengers, they cancelled so that if you're Master Plus, you can't duo. Okay? You can't duo. So what you could do at the beginning of the season, because of the inflation of LP, and because of you're now below Master again, right? You can actually duo and inflate your MMR to insane level. Okay? To an insane level. And you can actually go to Master, not Master, but to go to Master Promos, dodge Master Promos a few times, and really inflate your MMR. So when Challenger comes, damn sick, hey man. When Challenger comes, they would then shoot up. They would shoot up into the top 10, you know? So I'm really interested if any of the Challengers is gonna do this trick, you know, to inflate his MMR. But I think it's a really good way, because right now, even the top ladder, a lot of players that are worse, right, at the top level, are in there, like players that were Diamond 4, Diamond 3, but got a lucky streak. Not Diamond 4, Diamond 3, like Diamond 1, low Master, you know? And they're playing with them. And for Challengers, it's actually really easy to destroy, like, Master players. Very simple. So, because of that, if they duo queue, right, they can actually, at the beginning of the season, before Challenger comes out, make their MMR insane, you know? Skillshot actually talked to me about, you know, if you inflate it correctly, you would get like plus 15 Master. Plus 15 Master, you know what that means? That means you need to win 20 games to get 1000 LP. 20 games. 40 games. 40 games. That's nothing for a Challenger player, you know? So, I'm really interested if any of the Challenger players are gonna do this, but yeah. Pro players are definitely not gonna do this because they don't care about rank anyway. I mean, they don't care. They care about it in terms of playing against good players, but they don't really care about it because their career doesn't depend on how high they are in solo queue. Let's see. I ended Diamond 4 last season. It's time I lost my first game and got placed in Gold 1, and then won first and got 46 LP. Then I won 2 more and got into Plat 4. I have 6 more, probably I'll Plat 3 if I'm more, was the remaining. Is that good? I ended Diamond 4. Yeah, usually you should end 1 tier below where you started. Usually that's how it goes. If you are Diamond 4, you start Plat 4. If you are Diamond 1, you start Plat 1. You know? Or Diamond 4. So usually it's like 1 tier difference, you know? Hey bro, tell me Akali counters. Well, Akali counters is something like Galio, right? Silas is a skill matchup. LeBlanc can counter Akali, like it's a skill matchup as well. So those are kind of like some for you. I don't know how Yon works against Akali. I would assume Yon would also have a good time against Akali. I wanna play with Faker in a match in Gold when I get challenger. I'll finally play with Dopa and Faker. You're not gonna play with Dopa or Faker because they're not on the same server. Fnorg, hey Nalu, what's your thoughts about AP Maokai support? I think it's in lower elos. I think it might work as a very good strategy because in lower elos people actually don't know how to deal with sidelings and it destroys the bush control. So I think in lower elos, Maokai, same as Swain, can be like a pretty good with mandate AP Maokai because you can control bushes, you can scout, you know. Maokai has a lot of built-in tools to be a good support. And with the new items, I think it can be good. Yes. How are your placements? I'm not gonna play my placements. I'm gonna play my placements 2 years. Not 2 years. 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna go do a queue. What do you think AD Kaiser should build now after Kraken Collector since Runans got changed? I actually just spoke with a challenger AD carry and fix this camera. What's wrong with this cable? Why is it so up? It should be more down. Okay, better. I couldn't. What do you think about? Yeah, I just talked with a challenger AD carry about the Kaiser, and he's still trying. He's gonna try the Runan build, the on-hit build. I think if they keep nerfing the AD items, we're probably gonna see AP Kaiser again. But people haven't really figured out yet. Some people experiment with Gale Force Kaiser. For an outplay, like AD carries really like this outplay. Like you need to understand, the better the AD carry, the more he likes outplaying, you know, because he trusts himself. So yeah, so Gale Force also can pop up. But I think with Gale Force just feels like it gives you too little damage versus champions that have resistances. Now, can you explain Victor runes for me? I see people running so many different pages on him. I have no idea about Victor right now. We can check. We can check pro builds and see what people go. I think people go Phase Rush. I think Phase Rush is the best. Yeah, you go Phase Rush. I wouldn't go. I would definitely go this inspiration. Yeah, Cosmic Insight, I knew it. Yeah. With TP probably, right? No, okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I think this is fine. Phase Rush, Mana Flow Band, Transcendent, Scorch, Cosmic Insight, best rune ever. I think it's gonna be permanent in pro play when pro play starts. And then what else are you gonna take? Sometimes you might take boots. Sometimes you might take biscuits. So yeah, I think this page is really nice. This page is really nice. Okay. Okay. What's up? I'm doing good, Cerstin. I'm doing good. I have no idea about AP Kaiser build. Like I said, I will in 2 weeks. I will like professional play is gonna start. Then I will play myself in Master, Grandmaster Challenger. Not Challenger, but Master. I'm gonna play at Master Elo in 2 weeks. So I will have a more idea than what about the really, you know, builds. Right now, people are experimenting still with a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's look at the second problem. So the second problem is teams are not equal. Okay, so teams are not equal. So at the beginning of the season, what happens is a lot of players get put into this pool of, you know, so because the MMRs are smaller, the system can assume that you might play, you know, as a plat 4 against a plat 1, right? Especially if he gets, let's say, he loses the first game or something like that. So because of that, what happens that the games are very, very one-sided. And this is something I tested yesterday. My students tested it out. Some of them didn't listen to me to wait for 2 weeks before they start playing serious ranked, right? To have this sorted. So basically, because teams are not equal, the games are very one-sided, which means you might get a very, very simple victory, and you might get a very, very hard lose, you know? And this happens because people are not at the elo they should be at, all of them. And that's why, you know, in about 2 weeks, people are gonna go, you know, they're gonna sort themselves out a little bit, and it's gonna be easier, you know? So what happens is that also because players got lower, so let's say you were plat 1, you got to now gold 3, right? You might play against not gold 3 players, but you will play against, you know, plat 1 players. But if you wait 2 weeks, those plat 1 players are gonna go up higher, which means that after 2 weeks you're gonna play against lower skill players. Things are gonna be more sorted out, right? Teams are going to be more equal than now, you know, because people are gonna be sorted out, so it's gonna be way simpler to climb. Okay. Riot change where you start now, so a lot of players got a higher starting rank than usual, right? I'm gonna come to that. That is the unexpected thing that I didn't thought Riot's gonna do. I'm gonna talk about the reset they did a little bit later, Webby, but it's in the reset, yeah. Any tips for Pyke support? I don't give tips on this channel. I only change your perspective about how you think about the game. So I don't give any tips, tricks where, you know, you can use it for 2 games and then you never think about it again. So, sorry, Teram, LMFP. Okay. So should people wait to play? That's what I suggested for the first 2 weeks. Yes. Like wait, you can play flex queue, you can play on your Smurf account. So just that the players get shuffled in. Yeah, played promos on Smurf, hard win, hard lose. No other outcome. Exactly. When the Ruined King comes out, I'll probably get Challenger in 2 weeks. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, good. Now let's tackle the third point. The third point is that players are coming off preseason, so a lot of bad habits, or they just came from 2-month break. Okay, so what I did on my channel is I told all of you guys that during preseason, right? So during preseason you should practice basics, okay, fundamentals, and you should mentally prepare. So most players, what happened was they actually didn't do that, right? They either fully trolled in preseason, they didn't care, they, you know, tried new things out, they did a 1 month, 2 months break, right? Like a lot of players didn't hear the advice I gave on this topic, you know? Why? Because, you know, they have their own perception about how they should use preseason, right? So what happens is because a lot of players are coming into this pool now, right? This pool of players that got bigger because of the smaller difference in MMR because of the reset, right? Like a lot of those players are like still thinking it's still preseason, it's still like they didn't make the mental switch yet. They didn't be like, oh, it's ranked. And just because they have a bad start, I don't know if some of you guys played already, but you might get people that had a bad start, let's say they lost 2 games and said, whatever, I'm gonna, you know, I was gold 4 last season, but now I got like really bad teammates, I lost 2 games, I started in bronze 1, you know, like, I don't care, you know? And they give up on that account and they wanna go on a new one, but, you know, before the switch, they just wanna int some, you know, run it down a little bit just to, you know, loosen their frustrations, okay? So, because of that, right, they didn't practice basics. They may be coming out of a 2-month break. They maybe were playing on a lower elo and they're not used to his elo yet. Their mentality not prepared yet, you know. Basically the point is that people were not ready and preparing for ranked. So they think that, you know, you need to understand that when they, at the end of season 10, okay? Why is this not working? Okay. What? Okay, now it works. Okay, so at the end of season 10, okay, you need to understand, at the end of season 10, everybody try hard. Everybody try harder, right? Try hard, you know? Season is ending, I want to get the highest elo as possible, right? You know? And they were tryharding not just at the end, they were tryharding for, let's say, a month before, right? You know? They were like leading up to this tryhard, to this season 10. And now they think at the start of season 11, okay, they think they're at the same point that they were after they did this, you know? Okay? But it's actually not true. They're actually not at the same point. They're not at the same starting level, right? Why? Because they didn't use preseason effectively to keep that level to be able to start from here. So when people do this and they see, oh, I lost my game against, you know, one tier below me, what's wrong, right? They lose motivation, okay? They give up, right? They're like, what? I was, you know, like I said, gold, and I lost lane against a silver 4. Like, what's happening? You know, what's happening with me? What's wrong with me, right? So because of that, right, people don't understand that because they wasted 2 months. So our advantage on my Twitch, on my Discord, our advantage is that for 2 months we actually prepared, okay? And a lot of students that prepared are actually already messaging me. They have a really, really good start, okay? That have a really, really good start. Now the thing is though, the environment for us to break out is still not the best. So what I'm saying, if you guys prepared for 2 months, right? You know, and you go into ranked right now, you guys are still gonna have success, okay? But it's not gonna be as big as 2 weeks from now. Why? Because the environment in 2 weeks is gonna be much better, okay? Why? Because people are gonna be sorted out, that they're gonna slowly start to accept that where they've been placed, okay? And the mentality, you know, the basics, they're gonna slowly start getting used to the elo again, used to the climb again, used to the game again, used to the changes again, right? And all of this together with us preparing for 2 months straight, last 2 weeks, this is like peak weeks now. The last 2 weeks are now peak weeks, like in fitness, you know? Now we're ready to break out and show them who's boss, you know? And that's basically what we did. And a lot of my students already told me a lot of good success at the beginning, you know? And if we get a good start, we will be better than 99% of people that have a bad start, and then they have to make up the bad start through grinding whole year, right? A whole year. They have a bad start and they grind a whole goddamn year. A whole goddamn year they have to grind to make up for the bad start. Because we discussed on here that at the beginning your MMR gets changed easier. When you get about 50, you know, 50 to 100 games, okay, then your MMR slowly becomes stale and the changes to MMR are way less drastic. Okay, guys? So, that is the third point, okay? That is the third point. So, LP gains are not as best as it could be right now. Teams are not equal, so the games are one-sided. Players are coming off of preseason, so a lot of bad things happened. A lot they have bad habits. Maybe they come from breaks and stuff like that. And lastly, right, we're gonna talk about the last point, which is unexpected things. So unexpectedly, so what Riot did normally is they either go for a soft reset. Wait, why is this so little? Okay, this is better. Okay, so we have soft reset or we have hard reset. Okay, so this is what Riot usually does. Hard reset means that it basically resets to your, like, it takes the average of every player, you know, in the game and puts like a lot of people into that average, you know? So it's like a hard reset. So even a challenger would start in like gold, you know? And then we have soft reset. Soft reset means that it's just, it puts you back, but it enables you to get back to your main elo faster, right? So what Riot did, they actually did a soft reset. Okay? What does the soft reset mean? So in the past, what soft reset meant is that at maximum, you can start in Plat 1, okay? At maximum, if you win 10 games in a row, you would start Plat 1. That was what, you know, season 9, season 8, season 7. I don't know exactly if it's true for the season I mentioned. It's just like it happened before, right? So it was soft reset, where it's like, no, the only hard reset was I think 2 years ago, season 9 I think. Okay. So basically, soft reset means that in the past, soft reset meant you started in Plat 1. If you won 10 games, you know, and you started in Plat 1. Now, it means you can actually start in Diamond 1, okay? Challengers, if they win 10 games, they can start in Diamond 1. Or Diamond 2, very, very high LP. You know, it doesn't really matter, okay? So, you can actually start way, way higher level, you know? And Riot enabled people to get back much faster. Now, the problem is most of the people are not going to be using that very effectively. Why? Because of the above things that we mentioned, right? So this is what was unexpected, is that Riot did a soft reset, okay? And basically that soft reset means if we really practice for those 2 months in preseason, if we really wait for our peak week in the last 2 weeks, right? We really give our everything, we can actually propel ourselves so much forward, so much up, way faster than grinding a full year. Okay? What do you think you said applies about high elo players? Most still played? I think season 9 was hard reset in March, because a lot of Diamond 4 players were 1000 LP, so Riot had to hard reset the top level. Okay, Killa. So yeah, this was unexpected. So actually, if you have a good start, you can actually start not almost at the same level, but very, very close, with the fact that you're gonna get way higher LP, like, you know, 30, 35 for a win, 5 for a loss, you know? Okay, good. So those were the things about the beginning of the season. So you guys know what's up, right? What changed, what didn't change, how the ranked system looks right now. So right now is really like, you know, win hard, lose hard kind of games. What's a good volume to play? Let me just turn on the lights. So a good volume to play is, I would say, for a normal player, is between 3 and 6 games a day, around 5 to 6 times a week. Okay, so I mean, me and you talked about it. You can start if you want on your main, you know. But yes, if we wanna like really maximize it, then I would wait for 2 weeks as well. Just because you were very eager to start, I was like, okay, let's start. As a mid laner, is it important to know an AD champion as one of the 3 to play, or can it be a separate one to play in special scenarios? I normally play Echo, Galio and Orianna, but also learning Zed. Should I do this or take one of the AP champions, replace it with Zed? So my take is still Diamond, you should play 1 or 2 champions. And those champions shouldn't be too difficult. Like, if you're combining, let's say, Echo and Zed, those 2 champions have very high learning curves. So if you're gonna try to learn both of them together, you're gonna take a long time and you're gonna be stuck at an elo for a very long time because you're gonna be held back by how good you are on those champions. For not normal players? You mean, by normal players, I mean everybody that has a normal job, regular job. I would say 3 games. For everyone that wanna go pro, right? They wanna go pro. I would do a maximum of 6 games a day, 6 times a week. I would do 6 games a day, 6 times a week. And pro players can play more because they practice different things. So pro players can play more than 6 games. I would say they can play like 10, 12, 15, depends on if they have scrims or not. Okay? Just because they practice mechanics while you practice learning the game. And learning the game requires a lot more brain process power and less autopilot than pro players that just practice mechanics. Does the MMR boost work also on like Diamond 4 promo? Ludox, it should. It should work on Diamond 4 promo as well. If you play on main after 2 weeks, you're gonna play with worse players than you would right now. That is correct. But it's easier to carry, right? So it's easier to carry for the same or a little bit higher MMR gain, you know? Because you're gonna have more impact because the players are gonna be worse in game. Awesome. Awesome, Arthur. Our start is gonna be strong. You play with tilted players, not worse. I think after 2 weeks you're gonna play with worse players. You know, like overall their ranking is gonna be worse, you know, and their skill level. Thoughts on climbing with OTP Annie? Just listen to LS. If you are an OTP Annie, I don't know if he released something for Annie for new season, but he's an Annie lover and Annie was always good at climbing. So, do we get better MMR this season compared to last season, or is it about the same? Last season it was soft reset. This season is a soft reset. So I would say your MMR gains are gonna be higher this season than they were last season. So the changes to your MMR are gonna be bigger. So I'm always talking about gains, but it can be also down, right? So your changes to MMR are gonna be bigger this season than they were last season. Because I did a soft reset. Anivia relevant yet? Anivia is OP right now. I'm new here. How would practice the basics? Depends on your role you play. You know, every role has different basics they have to practice. You know, I really disagree with you. If you actually have aspiration for challenger, you need to play at least 15, then you to catch up mechanically. That's not true. You know, I coached many players at that level, and one of the things that happens if you want to go pro or you want to go challenger is not to play 10 to 15 games a day, but the problem is it's the consistency. You know, if I take 15 games, if you played 15 games and I asked you, Penum, okay, what did you do in your 6th game? you would say, what did I play in the 6th game? If you can't remember because you're still learning the game, you're gonna be wasting a lot of your time. Okay, so the spamming of games is good when you know a lot about the game, and it's just about turning that knowledge about the game into mechanics, so decisions without thinking about it, which players that are getting to that point, are actually far away from that, so after they learn the game correctly. Hey Mucho. Well, will you come home, Wolf, you're gonna take it. You just dodge. If you don't get your champ, stuff like that, just dodge. That's awesome, Miko. Yes, dodging is better than losing. Dodging is good if your goal is to maximize your win ratio. Not dodging is good when you want to maximize your learning process. In League, which are the basic wave management? I talk as an AD carry. As an AD carry, the basics of AD carry are 3 things. 1, farm everything that moves. 2, do as much damage as possible. 3, don't die like a monkey. That's the basics. Dopa said that he got out of diamond by spamming game and always thinking about what he did good or bad at every games. If he did that, awesome. I don't think many people are capable of thinking every game and spamming game, Like, you need to understand that maybe like Dopa's IQ and stuff like that is way higher than an average player, So if he used an approach, doesn't mean it's gonna work for, a lot of players. Look, Penum, you can do any approach you want, 10 hours of VODs. Again, it depends on what level. Usually, players that are below Master shouldn't watch their VODs anyway. And if they do, they should only watch their deaths. Because other than that, if you're not very, very smart, you're not gonna figure out what you did wrong, because you're gonna be linked away by other things happening in the game, And I can tell you that a lot of my students, when I teach them how to look at the game, so I'm gonna tell you guys a very interesting story, right? Before we go into actual game stuff and VODs. It's very simple. So one of the biggest problems that I have when I teach Master Plus or Master, Grandmaster, Challenger players, one biggest problem I have is that when I teach them how to look at the game as a whole, how to take every variable into account, how to analyze the game, how to figure out what they did wrong and stuff like that, one of the biggest problems that they have is then something called tilt, okay? So before that, if you're mechanically good, you can get to a very high level with your action time, with your short decisions, right? And what happens is the moment you have to start thinking during the game to get always an optimal decision, not just what you feel like, you suddenly start to absorb more information about the game, you track the game more, and you see what's happening. So when that happens, when you start looking more about what's happening about the game, you start getting more triggered because you start seeing mistakes from other people, okay? So basically because of that, okay, one of the biggest problems that people have in terms of analyzing and being productive is that they actually start seeing how other, and seeing, not just feeling, but seeing and knowing that that their teammates or enemy players are trolling, So they get tilted when mistakes are not punished, and they get tilted when your team does mistakes that are very, very basic, So something, that's a very very interesting process that a lot of Master Challenger player have to go through, before they can actually objectively look at the game and know what mistakes happened, and what is their fault and what is other fault. But till that level, you know, it's mainly your fault because you are going from the perception that your teammates don't know what to do anyway, you know? When you said, well then you can still, when you said do as much damage as possible, I do agree with this, but I think that if you don't need to do damage, you should just farm solo. Is that wrong? I don't understand this statement. I say do as much damage as possible doesn't mean you go to every single fight. Do as much damage as possible means that when fights you choose and you get involved in happen, that you try to put out as much as possible. That's what means do as much damage as possible. Not go to every fight. It means that when you are at a fight, try to maximize your damage output. While we're on this topic of basic games, play the basics of top lane. I know about wave management, side lane pressure, but I'm worried I'm missing out on something. Basically, the basics of top lane is, I mean, first is you need to understand which kind of top laner you play. Is it a tank? Is it a bruiser? Or is it a split pusher? And then basically acknowledge what that champion does and really play one of those three styles based on which champion you have, you know? That's kind of like the basic. The basic is playing the style of your champion the way it's supposed to. So if you play Fiora and you're grouping, you're doing a lot of things wrong. If you're playing a Malphite and you're just grouping all the time without pushing out side waves, you know, you're doing something wrong. So, you know, it's like those styles, and every single style has, you know, a way to play it out. Okay. Should I still try to play even if I have really high ping or just wait? Wolf, I would just come home and then play. You know, don't get tilted. Like 300 ping is really too much. Do you have any tips or advice to get more CS or better at CSing as a top laner? I often get around 4-8 CS per minute according to OPGG. Well, you're basically refusing to farm. I usually win lane, but does it mean my CS in lane and outside lane is bad? I want to go over 5 CS in order to climb and get better. Shadow Rider, your goal should be at least to get around 7 to 8. You know? 75 at 10 and 8 at 8 per minute at the end of the game is kind of like the numbers you want to hit every single game. So if you're getting less, like you said, 4.8, you're definitely not farming at all. You basically, minions are, you know, throwing themselves at you, and you're just saying, I'm not gonna kill you, not gonna kill you, I'm a good guy, you know? I respect the lives of my minions. Can you even get 10 CS below Masters? You can get, in lower elo, you can get actually more CS easier than in higher elo. Like in higher elo, usually AD carries have, really consistent AD carries have between 8.5 to 9.5, you know? Really good consistent AD carries, because the game gets way harder the higher you go. But if that AD carry would go into you know, lower level, they could get past 10 very simply. And then in a team situation where more resources gets taken by AD carry because your teammates let you, then you can get past 10 really easily, and the game is slower, you know. But because in Challenger the games are faster, that's why sometimes you will see AD carries, really good AD carries, even take 7.5, you know, because of the fact that, you know, some games are really one-sided. For me, once I started to understand basic recall times and farming jungle, my CS instantly jumped up to 7-8. Exactly, speed lane. Well, considering you are an actual below master player, you can, yes. Is there any way to increase my brain capacity? Because I can play only 3 games on full focus, and then I get tired and start autopiloting. I would just do a break. Playing 3 games a day is completely enough for a normal human being, you know? So I would say 3 games is completely okay. I often get 10 CS per minute the first 10 to 20 minutes because you told me to focus on it. But if games drag on to my CS drops down and I'm at around 7 in a long game. Well, in terms of like how long the game goes, you know, but Suko, like, it depends on the game itself. I would say having a consistent 7.58 in every game is nice. Diamond 1 Ivor main here, can't break into Master Plus. Any tips? I don't give tips, Zaro-kun. I only give advice that change your perspective about the game. But Diamond Eye and Ivern is really like, you know. So every Ivern I know that go to Challenger, that went to Challenger in the past and now, is basically acknowledge who your carry is and then just babysit that lane. Ivern is one of the best champions to control tempo and protect a carry. And if you have a pro player that is really good and is doing good in the game, just protect him and, you know, should be... They will decide. Usually Ivern players don't decide the game, you know, and they're usually... It's like Ivern jungle is like playing support Lulu, you know? You're basically picking someone and you're buffing him and enabling him to carry. When should you roam a support and how do I know when it's a good time to back? Both questions are very, very general, so I'm gonna give you a general answer. When you should roam, when your AD carry is in no threat of being punished and your your minion waves are in a good position, and when it's a good time to back. Usually we prefer to back after we push out waves, so that the enemy lose something and we don't. Okay, awesome. So this was for the beginning. We almost did an hour, so that's nice. Okay, this was the beginning. Now let's go and do our VODs. VODs. Okay. So, what did I do last time? I did any mid, and I did any mid and Kai'Sa AD carry. So, some support and top would be nice to play. The reason why I'm not gonna do jungle is because jungler requests are usually done so fast that even if I wanted to, I wouldn't get a hold of them. So yeah, I cannot really do jungle. I know Tim. I know Tim. It's like not Tim. Tim? Not Tim. Yeah, Tim. Oh. Oh my god. I actually forgot how you guys all name is. I'm really, really sorry. I need to remind myself again. I think it's Tim and Timmy, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna do 2 reviews. Yeah. Let's say I have a dilemma, Camille top. But before that, I wanna ask you guys something. So something that's gonna come out. Let me just check when it's gonna come out. Thank you for the Warwick Jr. Thank you for the subscription. Zaro-kun, thanks for the subscription. Not subscription. Follow. Let me just check with Scotty how it's looking for the video. Just so I have an estimate. So I know when I'm gonna, cause I have a very, very interesting question I wanna ask you guys, you know? And it's related to the series I'm gonna do beginner to pro. It's Tim, yeah? Okay, so I remembered correctly. Good. Okay. Okay, it's up. Okay, let me, before we go into the VODs, let's look at this video then. 1 second, guys. I just need to mute it just so I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys if... Oh. Your friends are laughing and you take your time. Lately you lose your way, living man where people Okay, we're gonna look at it this way, but we're gonna change just a little bit about it. Wait. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Oh, he uploaded the wrong one. Okay, we're gonna look at it in 5 minutes. Okay. So Scotty still needs 5 minutes to finish it. Let me answer for the next 5 minutes. Let me answer some questions of you guys. Then I want to watch that, and then we're gonna go into the bots. Okay. Everyone says Maokai support. You don't have to engage with Maokai support. You just use saplings in the bushes. You can kill the enemies pre-6, but you wanna basically control the bushes. Comet Maokai. So you have to wait a little bit to start playing solo queue. Yeah, 2 weeks. I just explained. I'm gonna upload the VOD to the YouTube, so you guys can be able to check it out. But basically, I explained the whole process. I explained the whole process a few days ago already on the first stream we did this year. But I did it again just to, you know, explain to everybody about it. And with how the season started. Okay. Guys, give me some questions so we wait those 5 minutes out. And then we're gonna roll up the video for you guys. I would really want to hear you talk about drafting as AD carry, but I guess this isn't the right time to talk about this. Drafting as an AD carry, well, depends on what hero you're talking about. If we would look at Master Plus, then we can talk about drafting as an AD carry. You know, we can just look at examples of drafts. In Diamond 4 is still. I'm gonna tell you like this, baby. So I'm gonna do the climb to Master in 2 weeks. So me and the AD carry have already decided that how we're gonna do. Webil. Okay. So we decided like this. So before we hit Diamond 1 Master, you know, or Master, Middle Master, right? MMR wise, we will not play Misfortune, Jin, Ashe, for example. Okay, we will play Kai'Sa, Samira, Israel, Vayne, you know, outplay champions. The reason for it is because with him having outplay, we actually can ensure our win much easier, and those champions scale really, really well because the player is good. After Diamond, like Low Master, Middle Master, MMR, we're gonna start playing in Misfortune and Jin a lot more, because we know that the players in our team are gonna be good enough to punish the enemies, and if we let the enemy take Jin or Misfortune, we know that we're gonna suffer with a champion like Kai'Sa, Vayne, you know, against those picks. While we know that in, you know, Diamond 4 to Diamond 1, we will definitely not suffer, and we tried it out already, and we suffer 0 against those champions, you know, because players are not good enough yet to punish, and junglers are not good enough yet to punish, you know. So because of that, do you think builds are different from low elo to high elo? It's low elo and high elo is like this. Low elo builds don't really matter as long as you go with one build, you know, and when you know about your champion really well, then you can switch the builds. While in high elo, the builds are much different in terms of they get changed a lot more often, because they are adapted to the situation. Even though it is not common that all of the players adapt to that, you know? Some players are better at that, some players are worse at that. Is drafting even that important till high diamond? I would say drafting is important till diamond, but it's like in terms of drafting in Diamond specifically, you would have one blind pick champion and two counter pick champions. That's it. And Misfortune is S tier now, yes. Watch is so strong, her laning phase is insane. Her mid game is super strong, and she doesn't really fall off late game as well, you know? And something that was really strong about Misfortune in last season already was her movement speed around the map, you know? And yeah, that didn't change. So basically, the items really benefited her because mage items got worse. And you know, the new Muramana is super good on her. She doesn't have mana problems anymore. With her E, 3 levels, and ultimate, she can basically set up 100% guaranteed ultimate if this person doesn't flash on an immobile target. So basically, she got an overall big buff based on how the items panned out in the preseason, you know? Because lethality AD carry items are really strong right now, and crit items, I feel like they just spike, I think, too late. But I think it's because in solo queue we have very fast games. I think that if MF and Jhin get taken out, we probably will see crit AD carries in pro play. But MF and Jhin right now are just really strong with the lethality items. Like really strong. And now even some junglers started picking the lethality items up. Okay, let's refresh. Let's see if Scotty put it up. %25%. Okay, it's gonna be uploaded very soon. Okay. Do you think builds are is draft? Nalu, how do I deal with Urgot? I play Jax in Tryndamere. Versus like with Tryndamere, you need to cheese him early on. Like Urgot, level 1 is actually really strong, but then level 2, level 3 till level 6, Urgot is pretty weak, so you can actually abuse him like level 2, level 3 all in with Ignite. With Jax you just want to scale, you know, and you outscale him. So it's just about being patient. Like some matchups that are bad for you, you know, it's just about being patient. Okay. Okay. 41%, just a little bit more. How do you keep improving when you are feeling heart stuck? You just take a break. You ask yourself, why did I start in the first place? And then boom, you reset and you go again. How to deal with Tom Kench running Hell of Blades versus Trinda with lethal tempo? Versus Tom Kench, just get some wave clear and just clear the waves. You know? Tom Kench scaling is really bad. So just versus Tom Kench, as Tryndamere, just ignore Tryndamere and play with the waves, and the minions and the gold. Because in Korea, people like to play a lot of engage, and Samira is awesome with engage supports, and she's awesome dealing with melee champions. She's really like, her ultimate is insane. Even with one or two items, her sustain and stuff is amazing. So I think they just like her as a champion because she can do stuff. Can you do support? Yeah, I'm just waiting for, it's probably like 1 more minute for the video to upload, and then we're gonna watch the video together. By the way, okay, something for you guys while we wait. Please, look at this. Look at this. What is this? So all of you guys that are on Discord, or you might join the Discord, Okay? Look at this. I said on Sundays I'm gonna do a review of a certain video. So I go on my Discord and I click video reactions, right? And what do I see? I only see 2 suggestions. What is this? Like, so many people always ask me, can you do a reaction to this? What do you think about this, coach, right? And then I have 2 videos and like 2 reactions. Like, what is this? What is this? You know? I wanna have like, you know, some options. You know, I wanna see exactly, Eiko, you did. You know, like, I thought that you guys would like to see me reacting to different coaches and then uploading into YouTube, like, and I gave you guys a choice. If you guys are not gonna, you know, react, then I'm gonna do it, you know? Oh my god. That was really weird to me. That was really weird to me. I was like, tomorrow I wanna do this, and I'm like, I only have 2 videos to choose from. So if you have any video, but remember, read the rules, okay? It's really important that the video is not older than 2 weeks, because I don't wanna do old videos. Let's see if it's up. Just a little bit more. So give me your suggestions there, vote which video would you like me to react to, you know, so that we can make this series awesome. I think this is gonna be the second best series, because I don't see any coaches reacting to other coaches what they're doing, you know. And I found this, it's gonna improve the league community by a lot, you know, when everybody of us starts doing that. People are lazy. Exactly. Look at me, I'm reacting. Okay. Is the video up? It's up. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is gonna be the intro to. So we're gonna stop the music. It's gonna be live on YouTube shortly, but you guys get a sneak peek because you guys are watching me on Twitch. Let's put this here. Okay. Okay, this is just like the intro we're gonna use for the beginner to pro series. Okay. I wanna put a little bit more voice. Okay. 2 minutes, guys. Why do I keep losing? What's wrong with me? Why did I start to play this stupid game in the first place?
Defeat.
Have you already forgotten how you came here? What you experienced? Yes, this is a game.
They can't do it! This is it! The greatest team in the history of League of Legends! Taken down by the greatest team Europe has ever produced!
But is it only a game? Let's look back. See what happened. And if it's worth throwing it all away. Okay. Okay, we're gonna skip the One Punch Man, but this is gonna be the intro. This is gonna be intro to our beginner to pro series, you know. And on Friday you're gonna get you guys are gonna get the background story first, so the prologue, and then we're gonna build on that. You're gonna meet the system, and then we're gonna go from that. So I'm gonna enable it on YouTube very soon, but the series is gonna be awesome. I can already see it. Okay, good. So, yeah. So, what I'm gonna ask you guys is, while I set up the VOD, and something I wanna hear is, why did you start play the game? Okay? Tell me in the comments. Tell me, why did you guys start playing League of Legends? And I'm gonna set up the first VOD. I started the game because my brother told me to. I was bored. Because you watched the Let's. Oh, Mango. Unlucky. I was bullied into downloading it by my sister and her friends. League was in closed beta in season 1, the best game I saw. The season 4 Riot changed everything and I quit. A lot of people think about it, balding, but the real reason why a lot of people feel season 4 was the best is because they were new at the game and everything was new and exciting. After 6 years, things might seem, a little bit washed up. So this was the peak, like season 3 and 4 were the peak in terms of changes, So that's why people loved it the most, because it was the most things new, and then it slowly died out, But the game is much better right now than it was 6 years ago. My friend wanted to make a team and needed a fifth, so here I am a year later. Awesome. Then I saw L9 Club. I wanted to be a Elo boost. Playing college around 10 years ago. Wow, 10 years ago. I started because I saw my boyfriend and his friends play the game, and it was so funny to see how they reacted to it. I play Dota 1 and get bored of it, so I got and add. I was really good at Oh, nice. So I was really good at CSGO, and then Scotty. Okay. Pressured me. Pressured you as well. Okay. So everybody's being pressured. Everybody is being pressured into playing League of Legends. You watched World in France? I was in Paris as well. But you probably mean France as in the second, because the first was in season 1. But the second European World Finals, I think. Riot Games' marketing is god tier. Yeah, they're pretty good at marketing, I agree. So, let's go. We're gonna start with you guys said support, so let's start with a support. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna log in. Let me put the music back on.
I'm falling at the speed of sound. Not sure that I will
like this.
Unless we fall back, we should jump.
Another round, drinks on me.
I'm just logging in. 1 second. Okay. Oh, Yumi review. Ugh, I don't want to do Yumi right now. Ugh, okay, I need to change to your vest. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I didn't want to do a Yumi review right now for you guys. Would be pretty boring. Can we post RPG link with games on the Discord so I don't have to upload whole games to YouTube? Why would you upload the whole game to YouTube? I don't know. But you can post your OPG on Discord, yes. You mean the ad I always get in YouTube? No, I'm always using games from Skillcat. So the game we're gonna look at first is gonna be 8-4 something trash. 8-4-19. I played for searching a girlfriend support. Me when I play the carry and when I kill someone, she says to me, "Well played, Daddy." In a single, by the way, it's been 8 years ago. Did you find it? Samsuki, did you find that girlfriend? Hey Gacho, hey. Did you find that girlfriend that you play with on bot lane and he tells you, "Well played, Daddy"? I don't know why you have a daddy complex, but, you know. Nope? Okay. Okay, we're gonna start with trash. Different people want different things. Wow, this music is actually super bad. Okay guys, we're gonna go into the game now. So, some time ago, we did something called Chat Teaches Coach Nalu. Okay? So what does that mean? It means that you're the smartest chat on Twitch. What does that mean? Okay? Let me explain it to you guys. So, what we're gonna do... I'm gonna take notepad, right? I'm gonna write things down. We're gonna speed roll through the game. We're gonna do notes, right? And then you guys will have to teach me what was good or bad in a situation and what the person should have done, if yes, done differently. Okay? So it's gonna be on you guys. Okay? You guys can't mess this up for me. Okay? Okay? So, we're gonna speed watch it, then we're gonna go through the game again, and then you guys are gonna tell me what should be done differently. So, pick up your pens, take up your paper, or you can open up a notepad if you want, right? And pay attention. Okay? So we're gonna use trash. We're not gonna talk about daddy complexes here, delivery service. But I'm happy you're here. Okay? I'm happy you're here. Okay, let's go. So the elo is... What's the elo like? Just so you guys know. So the elo is... Platinum. Okay. Okay. We're gonna coach trash. Okay. So, guys, pay attention. If someone comes in and asks why is coach not saying something, explain him how this works, okay? Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's not Silver Film. Sorry. Yeah, I need to switch the text. One sec. I'm not sure if it's plat, but he was last season he was plat. So. Okay. I don't know, he showed he can do it. I don't know why he messed up 3 times now. Interesting. Nice. Okay. 1 second, I didn't see. Think? Yeah. You guys can discuss the mistakes, but I need to wait till the game ends before I see your discussions. Okay. Good. Good. He didn't ping, but it's fine. That. Ooh. Ooh, that hurt. That hook hurt. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Oh, junglers just gank losing lanes like this Ivan. Amazing. You need to help people. Help them! Ah! What a death. What a shutdown. When people need help, help them, guys. That's how you carry games. Okay. I think it's a new trash skin. I'm gonna cut some of this off, by the way. I'm gonna go a little bit more into detail because it's stream. Fun. Okay. Okay, they should win this. Come on, Misfortune, attack. Oh, what a flash. So scared. So scared. So scared. Do not be scared, guys. You know? Do not be scared. You fed, they no fed. Play. Ah, this is better. What the summoner spells from? Okay, so mid and late game started now. Okay, so this is where the throw. Wait, did they win this? Why did he choose this game? Really weird. I mean, a lot of mistakes, but interesting. I really don't like people when people pick games that are, you know, they go like 10, 1 and 16 and they win. You know, it's like, yeah, okay. So what do you want me to say? You had one good game. You know, good game, I mean by your decisions had a positive result. Doesn't mean your decisions were always correct. That hook went wide. He's trying to predict a lot of hooks. Okay. Okay. I'm very interested now if I'm gonna see a transition from Trash playstyle, because Trash has two modes, and let's see if we're gonna see the second one. Why is it so slow? Yeah. They should have never worked. Ay, 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 what is this? You see, very bad decisions. Very, very bad decision to go here towards bot lane. To basically do what just happened, you know, was a very bad decision by Misfortune and Trash, but it worked because the enemy just ran it down, so. So it's even hard for me to argue a situation like this, you know? Okay. This is fine. Yeah, he's not transitioning. He's not transitioning. He's not transitioning. This is very obvious.
Where do I begin? Do you have all night?
Okay.
Try to let you in.
Let's look at two more situations. This is the same thing. And then we give shutdowns. And another shutdown. This is what always happens. I mean always, most of the time. Okay. And then Kalista saves the day. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. This is better. I'm gonna talk about a mistake here, but for lower elo, like platinum, it doesn't really matter, but it's important for higher level. Actually, we're gonna end it here. It's fine. It's fine. The game's over, so they're gonna push with Baron. Okay. So, guys. Let's make this happen. Right? Good. So, let's make this happen. Okay. First situation is gonna be this one. This one's gonna be really, really simple. Okay. What do you guys think happened just now? Yeah, there's a few mistakes, you know. He warded for nothing. That's kind of like one thing, yeah. Not going with Misfortune. That is the second one, yeah. I mean, Misfortune is doing a mistake by going there, but yeah. And then there's the third thing. Yeah, they leashed for too long. Okay? So basically, what Trash did, he warded for no reason, that bush. And Trash really wants the ward in this matchup against Karma, because when he's able to ward the bush, Karma, it's way harder for Karma to poke, because Karma will have to poke, Trash is gonna look for all-ins. Second thing is, right, even when your, you know, AD carry goes the wrong way, we have to, like, if Caitlyn and Karma are good, let me just... if Caitlyn and Karma are good, right? What they do is, when Misfortune walks like this, right? Karma walks, Caitlyn walks, right? And Misfortune then has to turn around and go around. Even if Trash goes with her, it's still, you know, Karma and Caitlyn should be able to zone them 2v2, you know? They should be able to easily zone them and destroy them. So Misfortune should never walk this way. But if you walk with her, you can kinda minimize the you know, the wave that if only Karma goes, you can just maybe take the damage and it's fine. You know, if only Caitlyn goes, right? But if both Caitlyn and Karma decide to fight here, you know, you're gonna lose. So both of them should go the safe way, you know? Okay, good. That was the first one. Very, very simple one. Now let's go into the next one. 210, okay? Now we're gonna come to some harder stuff, okay? Actually, this one's gonna be easy as well. Okay, so let's watch Trash and let's see what he does. Okay, what do you guys think? What is Trash doing? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? What do you guys think? Half good, half bad? Ludox, explain yourself. He don't do anything? What do you mean he don't do anything? Be more specific, guys. You guys see the replay. Be very specific when you give up your answers. It's bad to the bone. What do you mean? It's bad. What's bad about it, Curve? I mean, he does walk for level 2. I mean, he's far away from level 2. He should be on the bush side. Yeah. Okay. He's saying poke me. Okay, good. So, again, this is gonna be a little bit explanation. Is gonna be a little bit higher level, right? So a lot of you guys were right. Okay. So what happened before, we saw Trash walk here, right? And what happens is when your support walks top side as an AD carry, you walk bot side because you don't want to be on the same side as the AD carry. Why? Because then they can poke you together. Okay? So, then what Trash is doing here, he's very, very obvious in trying to go in. Right? He's very, very obvious. So, which means that the enemies are not gonna... I mean, there's a lower chance the enemies are gonna be surprised about it. You know? Second thing is his timing going in is wrong. Third thing is he should be on bot side because during bushes he can actually go in and out to pressure the distance between him and them way better. Okay? And lastly, if Misfortune and Caitlyn and Karma would be good, right? They would actually just go hard trade into Trash here and Trash would lose a lot of HP. Okay? So, if they trade against him, so overall what you want to do is, if you want to push for level 2, you want to take bush control, you would like to attack the minions to get level 2 first, and then when you're almost about to get level 2, right, then you walk up here, we still see this mini has to be killed, this mini has to be killed, right? Usually it's about two kills on the minions, okay? Brutus Maximus, thanks so much for the subscription. I'm looking forward to teaching you again as well. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, good. The next situation is gonna be at 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Okay? This one's gonna be maybe a little bit harder for you guys, so just watch. Okay? Just watch. What do you guys think Trash did wrong? PP delivery service? I found my attention flagging more with time, but I asked 200, 230, are they looking to push? Isn't this just an outplay? Delivery service. Which player are you talking about? 2 to 30? Oh, you mean the bush control thing, and then they get a kill? Let me tackle the delivery service first. Found my attention flagging more with time, but I asked 2 to 30, are you looking to push? Trash and Karma. So basically, Caitlyn and Karma wanna push. Trash and Misfortune wanna push. Both sides are fighting for the push. Normally, Caitlyn and Karma should easily take the push and then poke Trash and Misfortune. But especially because Trash and Misfortune leashed. But because they fucked up, Trash and Misfortune actually contested level 2 and won out and got the kills. So it's just after that, what Trash did to secure the 2 kills is just, you know, him being a better mechanical player, you know. But on paper, you know, it should never happen that Trash and Misfortune push against a Caitlyn Karma. Can he gank it? No. Okay, you posted delivery service. You posted now everything, right? Let's just go step by step, right? So when we talk about the situation you want to talk about, just put your answer, you know, rather than just put all of your answers together. Okay? Try to like put one by one. Okay? Because I see you try to tackle all of the situations, but we're gonna go one by one. Okay, good. So back to the situations, guys. Okay? Yeah, sorry. Let's run the replay at 1 speed. Ah, where is Trash? Okay. At 1 speed. Look at this. Okay. What do you guys think about this play? Okay, that was easy for you guys. No. Like the... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, him going for this roam is good. Him ganking this is good. Him hitting the spells is good. But then he should have given the kill. Yes. You know? He should have given the kill on Tristana. He's already super far ahead. He has 2 kills. Actually, supports don't want to take too many kills. Because it's very simple for supports to die. And if they get a lot of kills, it actually shut down gold. And, you know. So that was a 100% kill he shouldn't have taken. You know. So even if you're in lower elos, you know, if you're not playing a hard carry champion like Brand, stuff like that, right? So, no, it's not support's job to absorb deaths. It's just, sometimes it's easier, like it's you know, like supports are gonna die. A fed support is gonna die faster than it's gonna be a fed mid laner, you know? For example, if the mid laner and support both play well. But then job is not to absorb deaths. That's not true. Okay, good. But yeah, the item's value is true on other champions. Can be better. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. It's gonna be at 5:25. Okay. Let's look at this one. It's gonna go from here. No. Okay. Okay. So, what do you guys think? What happened here?
Won't you come to me now? My love's like a summer rain. Watch me fall for you. If you wanna get warm, my love's like a sunny day. I'll be shining on you.
I didn't see the correct answer yet. Don't worry, Elite. Everything is gonna be backed up and uploaded to YouTube. Oh my god! Come on! Come on! Didn't someone say they're like trash mains or something? Like, what is this? If you're a trash main and don't see the mistake, then you're gonna have to fix it too. Curve! Exactly. Exactly. No, it's not about the lantern. It's about Trash's Moby boots. Okay? So he's able to get into the range of Caitlyn with no boots very, very easily. So what Trash would do, he can just walk up, he can E, right? He can lantern the Misfortune in, and then they just fight. He doesn't Q immediately, okay? He just waits for Caitlyn to net, and when Caitlyn does the net, Trash throws the Q. And Caitlyn can't dodge because the net animation is too long. So basically Caitlyn was 100% dead there, you know? So this is what I said during the game. I said he did it one time before. Why doesn't he do it 2 times more, you know? Okay. Next one is gonna be at 650. Okay. Okay, so here the mistake is. This is very simple. So he sees when he buys items as a support, he buys, let's say, a cloth armor, you know, Kindle gem, stuff like that. He actually, it's better to, when you're fed as a support, to put your money into pink quartz rather than buying, let's say, a cloth armor. Because when you put yourself in a pink quartz, what we can do is we can actually take charge of both side of the map, right? Because early on we don't have access to yet the warding item. So basically because of that you can actually ward for the mid laner, you know, in these areas, and you're completely protected from bot side ganks. Or you can use your pink ward to clear Karma's wards to put more pressure in lane. Or you can use your pink ward, right, to, you know, place it, let's say, here or here to be fully protected from the ganks. So buying pinks, really, really important when you're fed as a support. The next one's gonna be at 8 minutes. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit earlier. Okay. So, this one's a little bit longer play. Let's look at this one. Okay. What do you guys think the mistake was? He saw Ivern. Yeah, okay. And? Oh, about the ping? Okay, yeah, sure. He could ping him, but there's something specifically on Trash that he should have done. He walked up after seeing Ivern bot, exactly. He should back up with Lantern available. He should play Lantern, exactly. So Trash has 2 modes. Trash has the mode of going in with his spells, right? With his Q, land the hook, E and stuff like that. And then secondly, Trash has the mode of playing Lantern. Which means that here, because Ivern was bot and his vision does not cover this, right? Which means that he should respect Ivern in this case, right? And play Lantern for Misfortune, so that Misfortune can pressure, and then he's ready to Lantern. Now if Ivern would come, and he would be back here and Misfortune here, he can hook Ivern and actually one-shot him with Misfortune, right? But if he's up here, and then Karma and Caitlyn both go in, and Ivern comes from the side, then there's a potential for them to, you know, outplay the Trash and Misfortune, because Misfortune doesn't have flash. Okay? So he should have played Lantern here. Okay, next one's gonna be 11 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay. Now we're gonna go a little bit back. Okay. Let's watch this one. We killed bot. Okay. Then we went here. Placed the pink ward. And then the situation turns out good and we get some kills. Okay. What do you guys think the problem here was? The plating doesn't matter. Sharing actually gold with your AD carry for plating is actually a lot of times good. For supports to get very specific items. It's not about the plating. Okay, this one's a little bit of like, you know, a different mistake that we normally talk about. So I'm just gonna give you guys some time to try to answer it. Okay, so we don't know where Ivern is, yeah. So what? Let's assume this is a mistake, and that this was the play, right? We didn't talk about specifically what it is, but let's say this is a mistake. Then tell me, what is the solution? What should have Thresh done after he gets the kills and then pushes the wave into the tower? No, it's not back. Roam mid, it's not roam mid. No, it's not going back. It's not about taking Drake. Ward the jungle. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through this play. Okay, like I said, it's a little bit more step-by-step play. So, what happens here is Thresh pushes up the wave, right? And what he should do, right, now, after he pushes up, because the bot lane died, right, he should be like, okay, awesome, I have free time. So, because it's 5 plates. If this would be 2 plates, Thresh would stay and attack the tower. But because it's 5 plates and the wave is so far away, Thresh would go, ward, okay, and then come back, push one more wave with Misfortune, and then lantern her out in base. That would be the correct play, okay? That way, by moving here, he protects Misfortune from getting collapsed upon, okay? Then, use the wards to basically give them future vision, and then come back for one more push after the wave comes, and then lantern Misfortune out into base time, okay? So that way he gets good reset, the waves are pushed out, they get vision, they get information, and everybody's protected. Okay, then let's go to the next one at 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay. Okay. So, you see here, it is the exact same mistake, right? They push in, and then he didn't go and get vision. It's the same principle, right? So if he would get vision, they would know then in advance how the Ivern moves, you know, how he goes around. It's much easier to play against that. So it's the same mistake. And the next one's gonna be at 1440, where how to place vision. Okay, so here we see the reason why I don't give you guys, because it's like a more complicated thing. So here Thresh walks in and places a ward here and here. This is super bad warding, you know. What you would like to do, right, is when you want to ward, when you're, let's say, blue side and you want to ward red side, right? The wards you want to place are here, right? Or here in between. Depends on if you want to meet Grump or not. Now, because Ivern can go through the wall to Grump, you would put it here, right? And then pink ward or normal ward this area. That way, when we have this and this, we see when Ivern goes this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. We basically see every single, except from, you know, like here, you know, or here, we don't. But we see every single entrance to our bot side, you know, to their bot side, being covered this way, okay? This is why we ward in this way. Hey Mango, thanks for the subscription. Really, really appreciate it, support like always. Thank you, man. Okay, good. Good. Let's move on. Now let's go into mid and late game. So the first thing we're gonna touch upon is gonna be at 22 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, so let's look at this play. Okay, so this one is pretty simple. So the only thing you guys really saw was that I paused, so they killed, right? And then what happens is I paused, and then Kael comes and kills Kalista. So what you need to know is that when you're playing support, you always want to look at who's your carry, who has the highest chance to carry the game. And right now Kalista has a lot of kills. He's like, she's shut down gold. So what you want to do is you want to actually lantern her, you know, escort her out, make her go to safety before, you know, so you hitting the tower does absolutely nothing, you know. So lantern her, protect her, you know, don't give the enemy shutdowns, you know. Put your team as priority, because when let's say Kael gets this shutdown, it actually helps Kael a lot when trying to get more items. Okay, then we have the next one at 25 minutes 40 seconds. Okay, and this one's gonna be, there's gonna be a second mistake directly after this, right? But I wanna hear what you guys think about how Trash is playing here. And then we're gonna look at the 26. Before you guys give an answer, let's look at 26-20, right? Same situation. And then they die, right? So in both cases, right? What do you guys think? What is the biggest problem and weakness that Trash is displaying here? Two v4, okay. Wait for the wave, okay. There's actually more about, it's half of the play is for Trash, half of the play is about support. You guys need to think a little bit bigger. It's not like small things like wave position or, you know, 2v4, or think a little bit bigger, you know? Bigger mistake that Trash is playing here. There's two plays I showed. I'm not gonna show the first one again. I'm just gonna show the second one. Okay? I'm gonna show the second one, but I'm not gonna show the first one. But both of them display the same weakness. Okay? That's Sirstin, you're you basically said it really good. So basically this play where Thresh kills Karma is an iconic play that a lot of players do, and then they die, they give shutdowns and they say, where is my team? Why are we not grouping? Can you guys group please? I'm carrying you guys, I'm 8-2-11 Thresh, why aren't you guys with us, right? So the problem is that actually as a support, you're not the one doing damage, okay? Unfortunately, that's true. If you have a problem with that, don't play support, you know? Except if you play very specific supports that do have damage, right? So on paper, you don't have damage, which means you're relying on other people to do damage. So when you want to make plays, you need to know or check if the guys that are going to do the damage after you land a hook are close, are in range, can do the damage. And this is a prime example of support wanting to force plays because they're fed, because they want to finish the game very fast, but don't acknowledge that they have to wait, for the play to happen. Okay? Does that make sense? So, they're the ones that, have to wait for the teammates to be in position before they go for it. The second thing portrays to Thresh. So Thresh has two modes. He has the engage playmaking mode, which is in the early game, and a little bit in the early mid game, right? And then he has the second mode, which we call peel Thresh, right? And what happens is Thresh starts playing Lantern. That's why after Q he maxes Lantern, because he can basically reposition their team members. He can get out of a bad list, a bad situation, So because of that, Thresh should actually here not look for so many hooks, but actually let the carries do stuff, and when the enemies want to force something, Thresh would respond with a hook or an E, and basically he needs to be patient when enemy do a mistake, not like forcing it up, go, I want to do a play, I want to finish the game fast, because this is how games are thrown, this is how shutdowns are given, and then people complain, why did I lose this game? He didn't lose this game, but that's an example, So it's really important to understand what it's all about with Thresh, and it's all about with support, because you want to maximize your chances of winning, because till the Nexus is destroyed, nobody said it's 100% guaranteed, right? And then we have the last situation that's gonna be a little bit higher level to explain, okay? So here, I'm just gonna explain it. Thresh comes and pushes the wave with the team. So I'm gonna tell you guys something. In high elo, right, we have two ways we approach pushing mid lane as the support. The first way is that basically you come to the wave and you push the wave with Misfortune, right? Because Misfortune doesn't have the capability without your pressure to push it out herself, okay? So you push it out with her. The second way is that we're just there around so that she pushes and we go away when we know the wave is pushed, okay? So in this case, we can see that Zyra and Misfortune didn't need Thresh help, so we just had to play Lantern, but we didn't have to go and share experience and gold with them, okay? That's really important, because at this stage, Thresh is not gonna get any stronger whatsoever with his items, okay? Whatsoever. So he doesn't need the experience, he doesn't need the gold, it's way more useful on the carries. The carries are gonna, go up in power way better than Thresh will. Okay? So you want to minimize the amount of things you share as much as possible. Okay? So, do you guys have any questions about the game? The Thresh shows himself here? Not really. But it's solo queue coach, they must hold hands. Now this is a skill you get like when you go higher up in elo. Would it be this different with a Lulu or something? No. Huh. It wouldn't be different. If they don't need you to push, then try to not share experience and gold. I actually wanted to do a top lane, but I know it's only been 2 hours, but I have a lot of reviews I have to go through. A lot of students that need coaching, so I really have to work for the next 6 hours now, you know. So I'm gonna probably end it here, and tomorrow I'm gonna release, and then on Monday we're gonna do top lane. Okay, on Monday lane we're gonna do the top lane bot speed lane. I promise. On Monday lane we're gonna do the top lane. I know you guys want more, but I need to do a lot of work. So if I do one more and it goes for 1 more hour, you can type /coaching and you will see. So guys, again, check out tomorrow when I upload the reaction video on YouTube. The reaction video on YouTube. Hope you guys are hyped as much as I am for the beginner to pro series. First episode comes out on Friday. And yeah, make season 11 hours. All of this, the whole stream, is gonna be uploaded to YouTube. So don't worry, every single stream is gonna be backed up by on YouTube, yeah, so you guys will always be able to watch things back. Yes, I will always release every single video on YouTube, every single stream. Sorry, but a lot of players rely on me, so I have to help them. What's your opinion on Viego? I don't know who Viego is. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Okay. And Coach Nalu out. See you guys. Bye bye. Next one is gonna be on Monday. If you guys wanna hear an update, join the Discord. Bye bye.